Every episode is always something to look forward to. I am happy, I'm elated to welcome you to this wonderful presentation. I want to believe that you enjoyed the presentation of the video on our writers achieve effect in first language, IGCSE English language. And today, we'll be looking at another important section of that same examination, and that is how to obtain top marks in IGCSE directed writing section, that trusted companion. And I'm sure we all know that this aspect is as important as the examination itself, because the essence, the purpose is to test candidates' ability to be able to use English effectively, and not just use English effectively, to be able to write seamlessly. That is the essence. So I want to believe that by the time the video will have ended, you would have acquired the necessary proficiency needed in this aspect of English without any doubt on my mind. So please, you need to be yourself. You need to participate. You need to watch to the end because you will find something new in the course of my presentation. So you're welcome on board. And I want to say without any speck of doubt that you will enjoy every section, every segment of this presentation. So we go straight to the way this is done and the expectation of the examination body. So, what's the first thing to do? What is the first thing you must note in answering this kind of question in IGCSE? The first thing is to read the insert carefully and make inferences. Inserts, this will come in form of passages. This will come in form of passages where the candidates will be expected to read some passages. And based on that of those passages, candidates will be asked some questions in form of directed writing. And how does this pan out? That I'm going to explain in the course of this presentation. Now, what you need to do at this point in time is to present your idea thoughtfully and logically. I'm going to say that again. You must present your idea thoughtfully and logically. And what we're saying is that you do not need to write everything in those passages. You need not write word for word. You need to infer. That's what we're talking about. And when you're inferring, you are bringing up in your own idea. You are bringing in your own idea. And at the same time, your idea or your ideas are connected with those in the passage or in the passages as the case may be. So the most important thing here is that do not make up new and irrelevant ideas. Let me say it again. Do not make up new and irrelevant ideas. So what you need to do, the watchword here is infer. And when you're inferring, you're not writing word for word. You are just giving your own ideas in relation, in connection with what the passage is all about. Please note, it's very important. So read the insert carefully and make what? References of your own. The next thing you should do is to adopt a point of view. You must adopt a point of view. It's very important because the insert will present you with two points of view. And what you're expected to do at this point in time is to weigh up the two point of view with appropriate evidence. So what we're saying is that you should be able to adopt your own point of view. You decide your own point of view. I think it's very important at this point in time. So because this will help you so much that you will be able to answer the question, that you will be able to evaluate what is required of you as far as the question is concerned. So two point of view, and what you need to do is to decide on your own point of view with a view to evaluating what is expected in the presentation, in the writing, in directed writing. So I'm going to repeat myself here for the purpose of emphasis. You need to what? You need to adopt your own point of view. And the essence is to weigh up this evidence and decide on a point of view you will be agreeing with. is very important. Now, the third thing that is very important at this point in time that you need to do as we go on is to make sure you check the text type before you start writing. Make sure you check the text type before you start writing. And what does that mean? Are you writing an article? Are you writing a letter or a speech? Now, there's different types of writings now. An article, it could come in form of an article, it could come in form of a speech, and it could come in form of what? Of a letter. So depending on the type of what of writing you're told to write about, you must be able to check the text type. And the second thing you must do, the audience, very important. You must decide the audience. You must be able to determine the audience. And after the audience, the purpose of writing must always be identified. So, three things you have to do. Make sure you test the test type, you check it. You must check the test type. And after that, the audience. So if I'm writing a letter now, my audience will be different from that of an article. And it will also be different from that of a speech. So you can see the situation, you can see the various possibilities we're looking at. Because the features of each of them will come in handy and will be necessary for you to be able to write effective essay. Now we go straight to the next one, which is structure your piece logically. You must structure your piece logically. Because some of these ideas are presented in bullet points. And those bullet points, each of those bullet points must be discussed logically, sequentially. You must, the introduction, the body, and the conclusion must be indicated in the course of your word, in the course of your presentation, of your writing. Please, everything must flow chronologically and logically, sequentially. That's what we're talking about, following those bullet points that will be given by the examination body. And the last thing that is very important in this presentation is keep it formal. You must keep your writing formal. It must be formal. Avoid colloquial language and contractions such as doesn't and don't. Do check your work for spelling and grammatical error. So please keep your writing formal. And by being formal, it means it's official. Avoid colloquialism and extraneous materials. Make it as formal as possible. And by the time you do this, I'm sure you will have what you would have what you will have met the expectation of the examination body. So please, I want you to go through this video critically and carefully, so that before your examination, before the preparation for your examination, and I want to believe that it will go a long way in helping you to acquire the necessary proficiency that is needed in this aspect of the IGCSE. So I want to say thank you for joining me in this presentation, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Please keep on striving and keep on aiming for excellence. I'll see you some other time. Thank you. Bye for now.